The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Stage here. Welcome to the 39th edition of the Community Pulse. Once again, we have a fantastic show lined up for you. We have a ton of shout outs as usual. We have Lady Campion as our co-host and Roque Avelaneda as our featured artist. And I'm so excited to get to know Roque on a personal level. It's we've met a couple times already, and we've got a real cool show lined up for you. The show opener was, as you all know, Chris Durham music, and yes, Linda Jean. We start off the show with the Pianist. So I asked Chris if he could send us a little something original so I can put together the reel that we do for promoting of the pianists and composers in our community. And I will put that together this week, and we'll have that ready for you next week. But I love the song so much that I had to open the show with it. So we also, at the beginning of the show, I pay respects to the 7 streaming channels that have done so many for so many of us artists in this community and others. Without them, our music would not have been heard. I know personally that there's no possible way my channel or my songs could be heard without these individuals. And we start off with Metalhead Hippie every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. He's got a show called the 907 Global Music Co-op. It's a fantastic show, runs for about 5 hours. He'll play your music. All you have to do is email him. To those of you who haven't been there, email him your track, let him know what area, what part of the world you're from, so he can slot you into the proper section where you get to listen to your music at a decent time. And then Pete Johns is one of the first channels, not one of the first channel that I found on YouTube that I submitted a song, and he actually played it. At first, I thought it was a joke. I sent it anyways, and sure enough, he played it, and it was episode 83. I'm not sure what he's at right now, but I'm sure he's quite up there. This is going back to New Year's Day, 2021. And I say this because I see a good friend of mine that I met in that same show, Colin Stanton. I'll never forget it because Colin was the first comment I ever got on my song. It was just what a feeling. And then a bunch of them started to follow. And Colin just released a track yesterday, fantastic track. And yeah, we're going to be shouting it out and putting out the link shortly. Great to see you, Colin. Then we have so for Peachon, sorry, every Sunday at 5 p.m. right now because of their time change, 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you go to his channel link, submit, fill out the form, submit it, and your music will get played. Same thing with Thomas Christ. Fill out the form, submit, and your music will get played. His show is every Wednesday, and it's called You Rock. Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's a fantastic show. He too will sit there for about 5 hours playing our music. And yeah. Jade Starr, always she does these live interviews every Thursday. She's been doing them for quite some time. It's at 4 p.m. right now, once again, due to the time change. And this past week, she had Forest of the Wolf. I think I've seen Forest in the chat earlier. It was just a fantastic interview. If you have time, please stop by and go check that out. I'm not sure who she has this Thursday. I did check this morning. I didn't see anything put up yet. So, yeah, so that's every Thursday at 4 p.m. Then we have Independent Many United, one of my channel managers here. She does so many for so many people in this community, so many other communities. She plays a strong role in bringing communities together. Every Friday at 8 p.m., she has a show called Indy After Dark. It's a mix between playing music, our music, people coming up on the panel, singing, playing live, and then also some time for chat and different topics and stuff like that, things that are happening around the world. Chad Freeman Ham Sunday on Sunday. I hope I didn't. Yeah, I guess I got it right. Every Sunday at 11 p.m. Same deal. If you email Chad, IG, he's easy to find. Send him your song and he'll be glad to play it every Sunday. And he has other shows too. So please go check out that channel. And then my man, 15th Bend. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. He's doing the Christmas shopping thing. So sounds like a lot of fun and a nice little headache when he's done. So every Thursday, it's the Indy Rollercoaster. He is taking a break till just after, till the second week, I think, of January, second or third week. So you won't see him live this Thursday, but please stop by the channel and offer up some support. Yeah, so I do want to mention, I'm going to start the show. The next thing we're going to do is our feature. Every week we have a featured channel. This week we have Dell as the featured channel. Dell has come onto our community quite strong. He's got some fantastic instrumental music, which he shares with us. How you doing, Colin? And yeah, let's. I prepared a little montage for Dell, and I'm gonna play it now. Dell's channel is posted at the top of the chat, and it'll stay there throughout the show's entirety. So let me just play this little montage we put together for thanks to the help of Folk Punk and DJ. This is Dell music, folks. Isn't that fantastic? Let me put myself up here. Yeah, it's just a great, fantastic artist. Please go check out Dell Music. He's way undersubbed, and yeah, offer up some support. And once again, Dell Music, its link will be posted at the top of the chat throughout the show. What do we got? What do we got? We have Lady Campion sitting backstage patiently, and I'm not going to waste any time before. Usually I play the song and then bring on the artist, but in this case, we're going to bring up Lady Campion. Lady C, maybe I should unmute you. Yes.
That'll help.
How we
I can
doing?
wave either way, though.
Yeah. How we doing?
Oh, we're okay. At least I'm okay. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I am. I felt like I was losing my voice there.
I always feel like I'm losing my voice. That's what the straw is for.
That's what I forgot. I actually had a straw, and I was gonna go do
yes,
that thing that you do. So
I keep telling you, it really does help. I recommend it to everybody.
I believe you. It certainly helps. If I could sing like you, I'll be sucking on that straw all day long.
You don't suck on it. You blow through the straw.
Okay, I'll be blowing on that straw all day long.
But you don't. I mean, it's kind of a whoo through the straw.
Yeah, but mine's going to be a little deeper.
Well, I don't know. You have a falsetto. It's not fair. Men have much broader ranges.
So, yeah, we've been looking forward to this. I know you and I have for quite some time. You were quite excited when we discussed getting Roque on here. And yeah, so first, I know, and the song you chose, obviously, is the song, the collab you did together with Roque. And why don't you tell me a little bit about when you met Roque? We have a few minutes before we bring him on.
It was quite some time ago. Maybe a year and a half ago, shortly after I came into the community. But I guess it was when I was having a lot more trouble with my voice, and so I was posting all of these old videos that I'd done, and I was posting one of Besame Mucho, and it had been so long I didn't remember how much I had worked on my pronunciation when I sang it. I don't speak Spanish. So my sister said it was okay, but I wanted a second opinion, and I thought, anyway, somehow I randomly asked Roque about the pronunciation. And then we started on, he was very gracious about it, and we started another project, and then he asked me to work on this one. And because we'd had such a good working relationship up until that point, I was willing to try writing a melody and lyrics for something, because I had not done that before.
So this song, Moving On, this is, what was the process? This is an original.
He sent me the backing, as he put it, the canvas.
Yep.
And then I wrote the melody and the lyrics to that.
Well, it's a gorgeous song. I know many people in this chat have heard it, and I think there's a few that haven't. So I've already listened to it a few times this week. In the past, putting this show together. And
you're not bored yet. And you
I'm never bored of anything the songbird sings.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there definitely would be something wrong with me. So let's play this. And yeah, so this is Lady Campion and Roque Villaneda. It's an original song titled Moving On. To those of you who haven't heard it, let's have a listen.
Why can't you see me? I am right here beside you. I've been all this time praying that you'd be the one who might set me free. Could you not hear me? No, I said everything I could think of to say. Somehow the words aren't enough. So I try to forget, to be stronger right now. But I do not know how. And then you wander past and I'm lost. Somehow I can move on. I'll just look for the path. I know that someday I'll look back, but not with regret. So I try to move on, to be stronger right now. I think I can see how. For now, I must be free from my I find new meaning in the people and things I've neglected somehow. Value is fleeting unless you hold on. And I know I've moved on. I am stronger right now. And I'll show you somehow. For now, I'm finally free of my past. Yes, now I'm finally free of my past.
Yeah, let me get myself up here with you. That's just beautiful. The chord progression that Roque put together, your vocals, it's just a beautiful track. And a few people in the chat were saying your mic might be a little low. Mine is low. I know it is, but I don't
It's
think they
probably
want to
just that
listen
I
to me
mumble.
talk.
I turned it up. It's probably just that I mumble, but I did turn it up.
Okay.
If that's not enough, tell me. But
I better get caught
really
up to the
probably
chat.
me.
If that's the case, I think we're good. I haven't cool. Oh no, that's folk punk. All right, we're good enough. The yeah, that's just a lovely track. And what do you got coming up? Anything? Tell us. Talk to us.
Oh, various
Any
things.
secrets?
I wasn't expecting to talk about me.
Well, we're going to bring on Roque in a
Yeah.
couple minutes. Just your opportunity to let us know what you got coming up and if you have anything in the works.
Just the usual. I'm still trying to do the stream once a week and catch up on my collaborations. And then, I don't know, I have a few projects of my own too. But
Yeah. And the stream itself, you changed from, you might as well tell those.
Right, I changed from Wednesdays to Tuesdays because I thought it would be better for my schedule. So we'll just see.
Yeah, my
it
like I said on our little chat that we had, my only day off was Tuesday
I know,
from
and I said
YouTube.
you don't have to change that. You no obligation to be there. Anybody?
No, it's a great time because obviously I've known Thomas for 3 years, so there was always like, oh, and I really don't like to be in two streams at the same time. I feel like I'm cheating somebody.
Right.
So either I'm all in or I'm not.
Yeah.
So no, this works out fantastic. So yes.
Well, good.
It works for me. And that's all that counts.
That's right.
That's right. So let's bring on our featured artist, Roque Avellaneda. He's just itching to come on. Here we go. Let's add to stage.
Hey, hello,
Roque, I'm
hello.
gonna put you in the middle.
Hey, y'all.
How we doing, brother?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. You're allowed to be.
Like approaching the stage. Like,
Right.
I don't do that like for years. So, and talking in English, I can't speak really. But well, here we are.
I know I say this a lot. I still say
Yeah,
you do amazingly
I make
well.
myself understand, but it's not the same.
I can understand you clearly, and I'm sure everybody else can. And Lady C's been telling you, you're
well,
just fine.
And sure, we have communicated a lot, but we've never spoken before
No,
this week.
no
And I
audio.
understand you just fine.
Yeah.
In fact, it was all I could do to make him say his name for me ages ago.
I know you say it
One
so
file.
perfectly.
One file.
I know, just went to, and that was
Roll
that.
roll that R again. Say his name for me one more time.
Roque.
Roque.
It needs more strength. It's Roque.
Roque. Yeah.
Roque.
But well, listen to me. I'm strongly speaking, it's not what I do well.
I know. But I like the way you said my name. I have fun, and it's okay. It's another language. It's long. My last name is long. Has a bunch of letters. So be it.
Listen
I
to
don't
some
have
of
any
the
problem.
Spanish people I've met. Okay,
Yeah.
your name is quite short. I've met
You meet some Bascos.
Spanish with a first name, a middle name, and a last name. Is that?
I am Roque Bautista Avellaneda.
I knew it. You're just holding
I
back.
have two names, but Hola, Carlos. Estaba escondido, sí. Sorry, Tremor Bear speaks in Spanish.
So some of the people will understand you if you speak in Spanish. I just won't. So if there's anything I should know, that's
It's
I'll keep
you know-
it in English.
whenever I go away, I can understand. I can't speak it, but it's similar to the Italian language. So for the most part, I can understand a conversation, not word for word, but I know where it's what we're talking about, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. So to your music, I'm gonna let you know what? Let me just do some shout outs, Roque and Lady C, and this way we don't get too far behind. I want to mention that we have the Community Pulse 39th edition playlist. And I know DJ or Folk Punk, I don't know who starts first. They're going to post a link. Please go check it out. If there's 120 shutouts, there's a lot more songs that in the playlist. So please check it out. We have Johanna Lind, Winter of, I'm not going to pronounce this, but it's a beautiful song she put out. And it was actually on Monday afternoon. It was too late to put it on the last week's show. Terrell put out a real cool Miley Cyrus cover. Sonic Grace, Types and Shadows, a brilliant guitar piece. I love when Sonic Grace pulls out the electric or the acoustic guitar. Please go check that out. Last Thursday, we all got to hear 15th Ben's last song of the year, a brilliant track titled I'll Be There. And yes, he is singing in that one. My good friend Mary from Italy, Yes to Heaven, a Lana Del Rey cover. My friend from the UK, Jenny Country Music Channel, put out another amazing track. Colorful Energy put out a track called Autumn. Paula Benson, I'm just loving her channel. One of the nicest, friendliest, happiest people on YouTube. Love you, Paula. Put out a couple tracks, but this one's a conversation and preview of a new song. John Lemon and Lemonade, Open Heart Perjury. Kathy Short, who's going to be on the show January, I think I'm going to say January 6th. Please go check out her channel. And she did a Fleetwood Mac cover of Dreams. And yeah, go check it out and let her know that you're looking forward to hearing her on the show. The Amateurs put out a track called Shifty. Welton Kinder, World's Respect. David Cartrett, Not Your Kind, A Christmas Story. And I will touch on that. I'm putting together a Christmas playlist. So I will say now that if anybody has any Christmas songs, I plan to do some sort of special. So please send them my way. Wesley Media Hub. It's a fantastic channel. Wesley, if he's not here already, he will be soon. And if he is too busy, he will be listening to this tomorrow. He's got a fantastic channel. He's an amazing supporter of so many. And you want a lot of people to follow you. Follow Wesley Media Hub. And you get a lot of people directed your way. Music Zone, live interviews, podcasts, updates. It's just a fantastic channel. I'm just going to read off a few more. 11 Drums, Blinded in Chains. King of Rockets is back and putting out at least a track a week. I think I've the last 3 weeks. Stare Down the Gun. Robbie Stingle has put out quite a bit of tracks this week. Oklahoma Outlaw 1863. Tony McGreal, Gentle as a Flower. Take a Short Break. Unbound Energy. And my good friend Brian, Take Two drum covers. Just What I Needed, a Cars cover. And I'm going to stop right there. And yeah, I do want to announce that if anybody has any Christmas music that you have lined up, ready to go, please send it to me. I do want to put together some sort of Christmas special with originals. So let's do it. I'm going to leave the floor to both of you, and I'll shut up for a few minutes.
Okay. We'll look for the hint when you need to start that again.
That's right.
All right.
It's this, right?
Yeah.
I just start. Okay.
All right. So I just thought it would make sense to start at the beginning and ask where your love of music comes from.
Since very little. When I was 5, I had 2 cassettes. One with the Fifth of Beethoven and the Unfinished Symphony by Schubert. and the other with Mendelssohn and Tchaikovsky. Love it
Yeah.
all my life. But I didn't go towards music until 15 years old. I started to play the guitar and enter the conservatory, the city conservatory. I did 3 years there, and always like it really. I used to listen to Phil Collins, Depeche Mode, and then started to grow and listen to other different genres until I get to metal and progressive. But
Right.
always like classical music, all
Yeah.
classical music.
Yeah. Well, so when you started writing music, was it more in the classical vein, or did you go?
Oh no,
for
I did
no?
punk.
Punk first?
I started with two chords, A major and A major.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a song burn. First slowly and then quick, and there you go, one song. Then I started to learn more chords and start to do other songs.
Yeah.
And well, no, classical really. I was 25.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In the conservatory, I learned to read sheet music, and I keep learning and studying. But I did rock basically. But I did lead sheets for my bandmates to know the songs and play them. So
And was that while you were in the conservatory or before?
while
While.
yes, I started playing at 14. At 15, had my first band.
Okay.
We've been 3 years together since when I went to school, to college, I dropped. But in this band was Leonardo. Leonardo, he's with me in Lanza del Os, meaning I am with him in Lanza del Basto.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
We are working together through the years. We keep
So
in
you've-
touch, and he asked me to produce the records for him.
Yeah.
Well, produce. We record and release whatever it is.
So, well, since I wanted to hear about that anyway, could you say how that project started and how long that's been going on?
3 years ago, he asked me, I have a bunch of songs, I want to record them. He was collecting the songs through the years when we didn't get in touch. So he asked me, do you want to record with me? Yeah, sure. But he played the guitar and I did the drums, the bass, the orchestra, the recording, the mixing.
You
But
just
well-
took it over.
No. He had the idea. He had the songs. I just grab them in some way. So it's a collaboration, really.
Yeah. They sound amazing.
Yes, we are recording some new tracks, but this year has been a little difficult. But we have 3 songs.
Yeah.
Very
I look
cool.
No
forward
rush.
to the rest of them.
It's just in our free time. So if we can gather together and record something, we are happy.
Right.
I always say you never rush music. You know?
Oh no,
It comes when it comes. Yeah.
When it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
That's when it works anyway.
Yeah. So we picked you chose a few songs. And we start off with a song called Higgs.
Mhm.
What did you have any questions on it, or Roque, do you have anything to talk about it?
It started with a riff. It's not in the beginning. It's later on in the song. So while I playing the guitar, I just found something I like it and let it grow from there. Most parts I played and then basically all in the computer. But I like the games I did with this song. Some modulation, some change of rhythm, almost all by accident, but it's like this.
All right.
The name came from a conference I heard a few days before I started the song, and the name stuck in my head. So when I did the song, they could be well together.
So where did it come from? Higgs.
It's a scientist. He discovered the boson of Higgs as a particle that is in the space.
Oh wow!
And some call them the particle of God.
Very cool. All right,
I don't know.
let's have a listen. The song's titled Higgs, and when was this released?
January this year.
Okay.
I have a sequence of one song every 2 weeks.
Very cool. Higgs. Let's get you back up here. I gotta say this. There's one band, and it's a Canadian band, and just all the changes and the arrangement. It to me, it reminds me like it belongs on a 2112 in the band called Rush.
Rush.
And then the one before that, going way back to the first album of Farewell to Kings. That like just the changes, I think it's just brilliant what you put together, and there's so many similar comments. The arrangement in this track is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It took a time, a month or so. Basically, the basic ideas are fast, but then comes the production and come new ideas, and come twist and time displacements and modulations and change up, because I get bored fast. So I need to change. I need to do some motifs, a riff, then change, keep the interest.
So you all got just of it, right?
Myself.
Don't practice, just become bored, and you'll write brilliant tracks.
No, I just play something. Maybe it's set for something. So I'm not a good guitarist, but sometimes I get inspired, and the inspiration needs to find me in the instrument doing anything.
That's fantastic.
And I to answer some questions, I play guitar since 13 years old, and then 1 year later I started to play the piano, but I'm not a piano player. I'm just a key depressor, digamos.
I don't know.
That's
I don't think you give yourself quite enough credit there, but it's
no,
still...
No.
Yeah,
Hello,
it makes
Ian,
it all
Chef,
sound...
Colin. Yes, no, I'm always learning. I always think I don't know anything, so I try to keep learning and finding new things and getting interested by new things.
That seems to be part of who you are as a person. I mean, because that's how you got so much better at English, right?
Yeah. I missed the speaking part, but because
right, but you've said they didn't give you that much in school. Right?
We are talking, so it's okay.
Right. So just a little bit about say a little bit about why you got better at English, or how, not just school.
You mean the mind games?
Yeah.
I used to. No.
Oh, no, I want to know.
When I started to learn English in school, I couldn't use it with anyone around, because they thought it was just a school signature. I thought it's another language. You have to know it. So I started to think in English in my mind, making dialogue, having ideas, whatever I was gonna do. When I was alone, I just tried to think in English and get better at not phonetics, but grammars and stuff. So through the years, I kept doing that, and then I started to see YouTube channels, learning YouTube channels like Rick Beato, for example. He was talking about music theory in English with no subtitles. So I had to get focused on that and started to grasp all he was saying about the notes, the rhythms, the everything. And then I get into the community, so I can listen and understand it immediately. But I don't know, it's just stubborn.
That's called being self-motivated. I mean,
Maybe,
and I guess it's the same with music.
Yeah.
That you could just go with what somebody taught you and never be motivated to learn more. But if you're just getting bored, as you put it, but you keep learning more because
Yes.
that's who you are. And that's why
Yes.
you can write something amazing like that.
Yes, when I I see something for the first time, and it gets my interest. I get deep, not in a rabbit hole, but I try to research some stuff to get to know it better, and sometimes I can use it for the music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do some a few more shout outs here. A good new friend to our community is Dynamite Throw. He put out a fantastic track titled Lever. Rainfield Music. I seen Rainfield in the chat, and everyone knows how much I love Zeppelin, and they put out a beautiful track cover of Thank You. So thank you. That's one of my favorite tracks. Very well done. Scary Garcia, Exception. Turtle Drum, The Wind in a Winter Tree. Tobias H. Reach put out an amazing track. Mazzaro Music Continues, new friend to our community. Deed 1951, Dragon Orb Music, Ghostlands. It's an amazing little EP. It's about 20 minutes long. It's just a fantastic video. You can just sit back, chill. You'll love it. Badass Brutus Guitar and Rose Ackerman did a nice little collab. Me, Myself, and iPhone, Rotten Apple, and Alice in Chain cover. Rise of Dark Leela, Peace and Joy dub. Detective Agent Darknut, Hung Huzi, Joe and Barry Glenn. I seen them in the chat. They are going to be the featured artist December 16th. Oops, somebody's calling me. December 16th. It's going to be a fantastic show. Mark it on your calendar, everybody. They put out a track called Kennedy I.O., another brilliant folk masterpiece. And then our featured channel for tonight is Dell, and Dell put out a track called Time this week. Pendar put out a cover of Ripple, a Grateful Dead cover. And Dragon Snail Puppets, another brilliant show they released this week. You must go check it out. It's just such an entertaining channel. Variety show episode number 33. Wet Garden was one of the featured tracks that an original they have. Auntie G and Marcus Cannell, In Time for the Jingle Bells. No Lake Answering Machine. Music Connects People, my friend Andrea Amacucci from Italy. Frequencies of Light. Georgia J, who we are trying to coordinate to get her on the show, Underneath the Mistletoe. Trevor Hansberry out of Ireland, Indifferent Blues. Greg Hutto, Control, It's Not Over. Jim Abear Music, Neil Young's Range. Stephen Abear, he was a busy artist this week, did put out quite a bit of videos and lives and stuff like that. This one's called Session Band. And then Anthony Rufo, who I met through Vince Gianella's channel, who is going to be on tonight at 9:00. So if we can drop that link, Anthony Rufo's track's called Sleepwalk. We're going to stop there for now. And Lady C, do you have any questions before we go into the next track, or what would you?
I don't know.
Do you hear that?
I do.
I hear a hum.
I did too.
Nope. It's Roque giving us the sound effects. He's working on a track as we speak.
No.
We could go ahead and go into another one since
well,
we're already at a stopping point. But
yeah, we're at so this next one we have on queue is At the Hive.
Nice.
Talk to us.
This was an experiment too. I tried to do not King Crimson, but a piece with the hexaphonic scale. It has no semitones. All the pieces is written in whole tones. The whole piece, bass, the guitar, the mellotron. The only part that has semitones is in a run that is in the almost in the end. It's the only part that had semitones. The rest of the song is all whole tones. And it was playing in the guitar too. I see a picture in the fretboard, and I follow it, and I found this is the hexaphonic scale. Okay, let's do something with this. And well, this is the result.
All right.
And the use of the beats, it has to do with the hexaphonic scale that had six notes.
right,
The beats.
right, perfect title.
Yes. And this is the theory of music. So let's have a listen. At the Hive. Wow. Let me just bring this back on.
Thank you.
Brilliantly complex. That's what
Ah,
Glenn. It was just a fantastic track.
Just to be that intentional about the notes that you use.
yes, everyone.
Yeah. I couldn't do that.
Well, there are only 6, then so one less less to choose.
Right? I know, but that would, yeah. I don't know. That would be hard.
Uh, if you see the fretboard and make the drawing, I say I did it. It's more easy. When you write, it's more difficult.
Right.
But in the instrument, it all comes along.
Well, definitely easier with an instrument than because, mostly I'm doing that in my head with my voice. So I guess that's why it seems that much more difficult to me just to think that way.
It's shim, only shim. To answer some questions, all my drums are programmed. I like to air drumming. I know how it works because I work with some drummers in my life, but I can't record some drums, so I just write them or playing with the keys and then sculpt them a little more, but always. Yes, Sal, starting in F, yes. Ciao, Sal, ciao. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
when you go to, well, was your process different with writing that than other things? Do you start writing things down or do you start playing something and then write it down?
Mostly playing and improvising and just mumbling. Yes,
Okay.
and then I fix the ideas, playing it more and more, and then I transcribe it to the computer.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Basically,
You
my guitars
always-
I transcribe too because my guitar is from 1993. My grandma gave it to me, and it's the only guitar I have, and I can record with it because it's a practice guitar. It's very noisy. It lies very much. Like a semitone in the 12th fret is impossible to record. But I like to play it. I'm comfortable with it, and then just transcribe it.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The classical stuff is different. Maybe I could improvise something in the keyboard and record it and then transcribe and orchestrate it. I'm doing a 4-piece album for Lanza del Basto, only orchestral,
Yeah.
and I have 3 of them almost ready, and it was like this. I improvise something, extend it, and then orchestration.
Okay. But when you orchestrate it, do you do that? I guess it's such a different way of thinking for me when you can actually transcribe it and plan like that. Are you able to orchestrate it without hearing what it sounds like? Can you tell what it's going to
Yes,
sound like?
I think in the instrument I want to be, then I check the ranges, and if it clashes with something else, but mostly I can hear what I want to do with that particular melody or motif or rhythm.
Okay.
Or I want some drums here or some timpani
Okay.
or that. Yeah.
And you always write it down?
Yes, or I record it and then transcribe it to the score program.
Okay.
I only have free software as MuseScore and Cakewalk.
Yeah, well, it's obviously plenty. It's obviously more what you know and what's in your head than the software that you have.
Yeah, that. They are tools.
Yeah.
Here's a question
Yeah.
right there. Question: what program tools
Speaking
does
of.
Roque use? Spitfire drum program?
Yeah, I have BBC Orchestra Discover and Labs from the Spitfire, and they are demos. They are free, and the drums are the Steven Slate 5.5 now. The free version. I have only one kit. I do everything with it. I refine some stuff, but it's always the same kit. Only one. I have one drum.
Set.
I have one bass.
Right.
I use the cakewell bass. Only the cakewell bass. I
Yeah.
retouch it. I equalize it, EQ it in a different way, but it's all there is.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do some more shout outs and then you can continue with a couple questions there, Lady C. Rain and Scars and Shadows, a brilliant collab they put together. So beautiful surrounding me. David Joshua was also a busy man this week. I think he had 3 different releases. He did a few covers. This one's Pretty Woman, a cover of Roy Orbison. Dwight the Hitman Bailey. I saw Dwight in the chat earlier. Cactus Kid. Tabitha Rains, who was on the show a few weeks ago, she did a Zeppelin cover as well. The Battle of Evermore, a brilliant piece that she put together. Baker and Baker. Mama Liked the Roses, Elvis Presley cover. D. Lynn, how you doing? D. Lynn's going to be closing the show tonight with her song YouTube. She put out Kathy Mattea cover called 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses. Mark Tanner, Wherever You Will Go. Melanie Coley, Ripples on the Sea. Synthworks, My Canadian Brother, The Waiting Game. Adam Holtz, You Are the One for Me. Dwight Carr put out Chiseled in Stone. Emery Island, Always Dreamin'. Brian Drums, how you doing, Brian? Put out Under Pressure, a Queen cover. Lady Campion and Donna Mitchell. I don't know what I did with your link, Lady C. You put it out yesterday, but I do have Donna's here. If somebody can find Independent Many United, I'm sure she'll find it.
It's the same song.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a beautiful piece you put together. It's a Celine Dion cover of The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. I think I made a comment. It's one of the nicest covers I've heard in a long time. I really loved what you did here with Donna Mitchell. I think you both sounded absolutely beautiful. And yeah, very well done.
Thank
you. We got Diamond Dave. What a bass player Dave is. Did a bass cover of You Got the Moves. Gordium 85 on, when was it? Saturday night. You know, it's got to be good when I have to stop watching the hockey game to listen to this little concert. It's a Basement Sessions Volume 1. It's an old recording they did that's just live raw. It's fantastic. I think it went for about 45 minutes. There was a few people in the chat, 15th Ben being one of them. Please go check it out. Gordium 85, Basement Sessions Volume 1. Which means, I guess, there's going to be a volume 2 and 3. Boomster Black, Midwest Canada, My La, One Love. There goes my voice. So I'm going to try to scratch out a few more here. John Scher, Summer in the City, a Lovin' Spoonful cover. Frank Mel, Erster Advent. I don't know if he's trying to stay Easter, but Erster Advent, Paul, I'm Leaving You, East Virginia Studios, Hidden in Your Heart, Colin Staton. As we mentioned, Colin's been in the chat. It's been quite some time that Colin's loved by so many, and it's always a treat when he puts out something. And yeah, Get Your Lovin' Gear, a great track. Rose Ackerman, You Can't Take the Blues. And Michael, aka Zealand, with Elliptical Nightmare. And I'm going to stop there before I lose my voice entirely. I'll give you the floor, Lady C.
This is why you need a straw.
How's that?
It won't work without the straw.
Maybe let me pull the ink out of this and blow in a pen. No, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, we were at the Hive. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So all of these musical influences, have there been any from people around you? Does your family do anything musical?
My dad, no, they don't. No, my dad used to listen to the Beatles and Creedence Clearwater Revival and Barry White.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah. So I used to listen to this very much.
Yeah.
Alongside with the classical music, but I only have 2 cassettes, four pieces.
Right.
Yeah, but
what about your kids? Do either of them have any musical inclination?
They like to jam with the kids, but when we ask them if they want to learn some instrument seriously, no.
Yeah.
No. They still no. But maybe in the future,
it could
who knows?
Happen. To be fair, I didn't want to when I was that age either.
We don't push them to do anything they don't want. Just no, you have to play the piano because I do. Nah. You want to play games? Play games. You are 10. Play games. I just can't anymore. So play. So when if they want in some time in the future, yes, we will support them, of course.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, you never want to force anything on.
Oh no, we want we want they to be happy doing whatever they want. So if it's music, I'm more happy.
Yeah. I bought my son an acoustic guitar, and I told him if you don't play it, I'm going to break it over your. No, I'm just kidding. I bought him a nice acoustic guitar. Ended up keeping it. His friends played it. Yeah. So the next song we have on cue is, I'm looking at the wrong page, is Destiny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sorry, I was reading. Say hello to my little friend. What are we going to hear? Sorry.
Destiny.
Oh, yes. This one, good. I record my guitar. This is me playing the actual guitar, all the guitars. And I dare to play the blues. So sorry, blues players. I mangle with it in the end. But I like. I think I couldn't transcribe it, all the nuances it has in the computer. So I'll record it. So what's the worst that can happen? Nobody likes it. Another one. Wow. So yes, I record it and I'm happy with it. I like it.
We are too. let's have a listen. This one's called Destiny. Wow. Let's bring us back up here.
Yes,
Mute.
or the cat.
Yes, I was just going to say we teach our children to focus, concentrate. And I'm looking at, I couldn't even keep up. Everybody, a bunch of adults being distracted by a meow.
That's
The
I
name?
swear that's the key to being a good content creator. Is having a cat or something. If I had a cat, just imagine the, the places you'll go if you just have a
You
cat.
could, there you go. There's a song. If I had a cat, I could be all of that.
If I only had a cat.
And a dog, but it's a story.
You don't want to
a-
hold the
it's a-
pit bull up by the
Oh, no,
scruff
no,
of the
no.
neck.
No.
Probably
let him
wise.
out. Yes, that was a film from Fritz Lang, the same that did Metropolis,
Yeah.
The Three Candles or Destiny. And
So did you write the piece to fit the film?
no,
Or did you write it and then find the film that fit?
I just make some piece of music, and then I let it roll, and try to find some movie that connects with the music.
Yeah.
Even the title comes after the music. I just put some name random, and then put the final name with the video when the video connects with the music.
That's smart. Okay.
So yeah, and I noticed you've done that with a few of your songs. Sorry, Lady C, I just didn't want to. It's a perfect opportunity for me to ask because I'm always interested. Because the one thing I don't want is anybody. I know Jeff's had a problem on his show, and others have too, where the show gets shut down from a strike because of a video. But you've managed to capture. Where do you find these videos? I'm just curious. If it's a secret, it's okay. I'll just catch you backstage and threaten you or something.
It's I try to find public domain movies.
The which? Sorry?
Public domain.
Public domain movies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Org,
Mm-hmm.
or in the list of the American public domain films. I had a couple that when I uploaded them, it extracts me before the release. So I have to put a new video for the song.
Right.
For example, Rashomon was Yoshimbo first, but it has copyright. So I had to change to the only Kurosawa film that is in public domain. I didn't want to use it. I needed Yoshimbo, but I couldn't use it, so I changed it. It was pretty good either. And Destiny first was a film from a Norwegian filmmaker. I don't remember the name now, but it set an alarm too. So I had to remove the video and make another one. But I found this and used it.
Yeah. Well, that's smart to test them all ahead of time. It's not a foolproof system. I try to test everything ahead of time, but sometimes things still have problems anyway.
Yeah, I usually, if I'm taking a chance on a video like that, or playing somebody's video, I'll usually leave it posted as unlisted in the back of my channel for as long as I could, right?
Mm-hmm.
But usually they pick it up right away or within the next few days. But yeah, I'm going to continue with some shutouts and then we'll go back to whatever questions you have there, Lady C. There's a couple, 3 that I added at the last minute. It'll be grand. Wobbly Ashtray Records. Black is the color. A great track. Prince Prodigal. Usually ends my week by his Sunday night releases. This is Curmudgeon, and another great track. And today I got an email this morning from my good friend, our good friend Jaded Soul Sal, released an awesome track called A Tall Tale. Very well done. And that's all the premieres. There's, like I said, there's quite a few that I wasn't able to shut out. For instance, Robbie Stingle and Stephen Ewart, who had a whole bunch of tracks this week. I want to shout out some up and coming. We got Wes Herndon. He was in the chat earlier, and his release is coming out tomorrow. We've been shouting it out for several weeks now. Southern Storm is available tomorrow, December 3rd, on BANDCAMP as well. So I know DJ is going to be putting out the links there. Next week, don't forget, next week we have Hetriani and Gary Hubbs on the show for the 40th edition. And we're going to be featuring Hetriani's album as well as Gary's channel. It's going to be a blast. I know it. And yeah, we're going to do this section here, Doing for Others. Dan Anderson, Independent Men United. These individuals that I'm shouting out, Lori's Mishmash, Lini Perez, they do so much for the community. They're relentless in sharing out streams and whatnot. We have Read Between the Lines, Rebel Rocker, Feisty Feather, DJ Big Red, who does so much for this channel, Crimson Crux, Queen Survivor, and Mike and Don Genesi. And there's so many others that I wish I could just shout them all out. I want to continue with some mentions here. Lori's Mishmash, Friday Night Hang, 12 a.m. Eastern Time, followed by the House Wreckers at 11 p.m., which is 2 a.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. Pacific Time. Two great, fantastic shows. And I'll shout out just a few so I can flip this page. The Nut House, I'm really digging his channel. A lot of fun. Niels Han Dynasty. Now, there's a channel you must all go check out. JM Unleashed. Of course, we all know JM and everything he does. He's got his word game similar to Scrabble. Just a great way to have fun. It starts at 5 p.m. just before this show. And Creepy, an artist, has some live sketches while listening to music. It's just a fantastic channel to go check out. So please do that. And right now I'm gonna stop, and I know we're at our halfway point. Well, we're near the end, and this is the pianist and composers time. It's the and then we'll get back into some questions. Every week we have this part of the show, so I want everybody to behave. And there goes Gary. And this is the pianists and composers of this community. I chose these artists that you're going to see here on this promo reel. When I started the Community Pulse, it was the first group of individuals, aside from the karaoke artists that are out there, that I really wanted to promote, that I don't think get enough credit for what they do. I think Roque will definitely agree. The piano is just the heart and soul of music, of all music. I think I wish it was an instrument that I wish I had learned when I was younger. And I think these artists are very underrated. and I really wanted to use this platform to give them a shout out. And I put together this little promo reel. This week we're using Lori's Mishmash cover of I don't even know who it is. All I know is I get a copyright every week. Who is it? It's Lori. Shout out the name. I just drew a blank. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to hit play. Wow. How good was that?
It's a good song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yep.
I was distracted by the song.
Yeah, so please go offer up. There he is, Niels Han Dynasty. I thought you were here.
It was a
And
nice piano version.
yeah, that was a lovely job, Lori. And yeah, so please go offer up some support to these brilliant composers and pianists. And very well done. So I'll leave it with you again, Lady C.
Like I said, I was
It's okay if
busy singing along and not thinking, which I don't know. You're lucky I've not been spacey or more spacey the rest of the time.
it's all right.
On my stream, I'm much more spacey.
Well, that's what makes it good. It's just no. I mean, like, it's just you feel like you're at home. You're not. It's. I don't believe in formal, right?
Cool.
Just are you just telling me to stop and before you get yourself in more trouble? Yeah.
No, just being entertained. I'm easily entertained. It's
Yes.
No, I don't know. I wasn't. I was going somewhere else. Because I don't know how to make it into a question.
Leave it as a statement.
Well, something about. I think talking about the piano and the composing, I was just thinking about how much I've appreciated working with Roque for the, I don't know, for the various projects and other occasional questions that I ask. And I've suggested to him he would be a great teacher because he's very good. You're really good at saying just enough, but not too much to, I don't know, be helpful, but not overbearing or condescending. So I think if your kids do want to learn, they've got a great resource.
I can help. But
No,
I would suggest them a real teacher, and then I support them what they learn.
Well.
I don't think I can teach.
Well, I think you could, but I do think kids probably don't learn as well from their parents.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
There's that.
Yeah, I can learn. I can teach other people, but not my kids. It's
Right.
yeah. I have to separate things. I teach them other stuff, not a technical stuff. It's a task for someone else.
Right. No, that makes sense.
But I love to talk about things. Maybe that's why you ask me a question and I go anywhere talking about that. But
Yeah.
linking things that might not be linked at all.
Maybe. I mean, I'm glad. Even I sang another Spanish song recently, and when I looked up the words, I could tell that it wasn't a line that a woman should say. So
Yes.
I asked Roque how to say it. That would make
The
sense.
other way around.
Right.
Yes,
And
yes.
so he gave me the line to switch, and I switched it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you guys are natural together. I hope to see a lot more collabs between both of you. I think you have nice little chemistry going. I
think
can
you
tell
will
with
see
our
more.
conversations that we've had backstage and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with some more of these shout outs. Not much more to go. Cubic Lover 1972. Please go check out some of these channels. Rich New Designs. Dom Torregrossa, he'll be on, what's today? Monday. He'll be on tomorrow and Thursday. Chris Lane Sr., Camp G May every Saturday. Mr. Smith, thank you for the dono. We got Charlie Gabaldon, Valerie Bott, Axon Nacho, who will be on, I think, at 11. Or did somebody tell me they switched the time? But I'll leave it at 11, and I'm sure DJ will correct that. Guitar Hack on just this past Saturday night. He had a little show for his month end. He does something at the end of every month, every Saturday. The Falcro. The Mix Club. Thank you, Rhett. You've been a great supporter of my channel. You're an awesome guy and funny as F. Nura Guitar Channel, a great channel for a lot of people that are learning to play guitar. He's got quite an extensive library of all kinds of genre music. It's simple guitar chords and the lyrics are there. It's pretty cool channel. My buddy out of Malta, Pompeii Music, a guitar teacher, a music teacher. teaches theory. He's got backing tracks if anybody's interested in any backing tracks. Rise of Dark Leela, we know her shows on 2:30 right now, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And we have Michael Songs live the first and third Wednesday of every month. And then, I don't know, and then Sundays. We'll leave it at that. And then I want to finish off with some of these karaoke and streaming channels that support panels and people to come up and just show their musicianship and their artistry. Miss High and Pendar, Pegs and Pen, is one of the finest channels you get. Jovel de Putzes, Punk Media Karaoke. We have Leah Ramos, Mr. B's Music Addiction. Love that channel. Deb's Wood Burning, CC Karaoke. We have Mama Rose channel, Angela Tanzer, and Together We Are Family. And that does it for the shout-outs this week. I really appreciate everyone for being here. A special shout-out to my mods. And you guys do an incredible job. Aside from just what you do on the show, I see what you do outside of the show for this show. And yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all my channel supporters and members. And yeah, Colin Stanton, I'm telling you, it was a pleasure. I feel so good to see you. It's been a while, and I know we communicate often through Facebook, and just so glad to see you here. And what a great track. Thanks, brother. And that's it. I'm going to leave this with you. Did you want me to cue off the next song?
Go for it.
Yeah, right. So the next song's called Hangman. And why don't you tell us a little bit about that? I love these next two. I love the other ones, but I love these next two.
Well, this is it's based on an ostinato bass, but I try to use. I was playing with modes, the ancient modes. I don't remember what exactly did I use here, but just I think I could do a kind of jazz trio with drums, bass, and organ, and try. Well, there is a little electric piano too, but the organist moved to the piano to do the thing, or play with both hands in the case somebody wants to play it. No, it was just fun playing and searching new sounds, new melodies with this mode. I think it was a harmonic measure or some of those. I don't remember. But
all right, let's have a listen. The song's titled Hangman. I'm back. Sorry, I got right into the chat and
all, all
into the
everything
song.
improvised in this.
All of it?
Yeah, except the main theme. I just play it and remember it. But the different sections are all improvisation.
Mm-hmm.
I do I did the bass and the drum track, and let record what I play.
Yeah.
I was lucky to to be in the exact moment I needed to be to play that.
It turned
Well, I
out great.
love that bass line. I mean, you just it was just brilliant.
It was one of the main features. O sea, I mean, I did the bass and said, what can match, what scale can match with this book, because it's in semitone.
Mhm.
It's a semitone, so I needed a scale that fitted that.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done. So, what do you have any questions right now, Lady C? Or do you
No,
want to
and
go into
not.
the next track? It's your call.
We can go ahead. I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying the music, but I don't have any questions about it.
I know. This is the part of the show where it's almost like now I want to drag it out because it's like that last piece of candy, and if you eat it, you know it's over.
Yes, but you know it's 2 hours later for
Yeah,
Roque.
right. It's true. So, this next song and your final track that you picked, I think it's well, this is going to speak for itself, but it's Piano Trio Fantasy
Fantasía para piano número uno.
Yeah.
Numero Uno.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, brother?
This born as an improvisation too, but in the rehearsals with the band. I started when we did the mid-time break. They went outside, smoked something. I stay at the room and started to play with some chords, the first chords, and said there is something here, and it had a classical vibe to me in that moment. So I think a piano trio could be a perfect match for it. It's a difficult style: piano, violin, and violoncello, cello. But I go for it. I went for it, and then I found the movie, and I didn't put a name to it. When I first started, all the pieces had a style of classical. Electric quartet number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a classical naming of things. Then I started to put them because it was hard to name it, like you had before. So I said, well, someone is actually listening to this and reading this. I need to put some real names, and I started to rename various pieces. This was not the case. It stayed as a classical piece with no name.
Love it. Piano Trio Fantasy Numero Uno. Let's give it a spin. Yeah, absolutely.
It's really
Beautiful.
sorry.
Yeah, that is just beautiful.
I force myself to not ruin it, giving it another climate.
You mean do more to it?
No, I didn't want to contrast it with anything. I just keep it sad. I needed to leave it that way
Yeah.
because and the video is
Yeah, there you go. Lord Spike Protein. Outstanding.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely saved the best to last. That was just beautiful.
I think that was the first thing I ever heard of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, there was a great introduction.
Sorry.
That's how I knew who you were from that song.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if it's a difficult style, you mastered it. That was beautiful.
yes, because the only 3 instruments and the 3 can sing. They can sing.
Mhm.
They 2 of them can have the underlying part, but there are so many pieces and in this style, and it's like a string trio is difficult too. There are only 3 instruments. Oh, every note has to count.
Mhm.
You can't do anything that gets hidden.
You can't hide
all,
anything.
All is it's exposed.
Yeah.
So
Well-
it's not like doing a solo piece, but there are few instruments
Mhm.
and very noticeable each one.
Yeah.
The cello, the violin, and the piano, who can cover all the ranges.
Right. Yeah.
They don't know how to.
Well, Roque, it's we're at that time of the show. It's 9:30. To everyone, I know Vince Janella started at 9. He likes a little warm up, so he's probably getting into it right now. DJ Big Red's been posting his link. And then at after that, we have Axe and Nacho also on. And please go support these channels. Roque, Lady C, what any final words? Lady C, what do you got?
Been a pleasure to be here, especially with both of you.
Awesome. Roque?
I want to thank you. I want to thank Metalhead Hippie. I want to thank Thomas Christ. I want to thank Ron Ward. I want to thank Pete Jones. I want to thank Jade Starr. All everybody that it's in the community that shares our ourselves, our music. When I started, I didn't think anyone would listen. So I'm really happy anyone lend his ears to my music, and I'm very grateful about it. So thank you very much to everybody.
Well, I want to thank you for accepting the invitation. Both you and Lady C together. When I heard that song that you guys put out, "Moving On," I thought it was right then and there. I thought, okay, I have to get them on the show. I know Folk Punk had already brought up your name close to the beginning of when we started this, and that was kind of, this is perfect. This is a nice little match to get them both on. And Lady C, thank you so much. Wow,
you're welcome.
a co-host. So you did a fantastic job. Really controlling me, so that's the hardest part.
I wasn't trying to do
No, that's good. And you're always welcome. If you have another artist that you'd like to bring on, feel free to throw it at us, and you're more than welcome. Roque, what can I say, man? Everybody here absolutely loved what you had to those. There was a few out there that hadn't heard what you have put out on your channel, so I'm sure you're going to get quite a few people to stop by and take notice, and I can't wait. Yes, I'm sure they all did.
I really don't care about the numbers, but if someone goes in there and enjoy it, I'm done. I'm done.
That's what it's all about, right, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a platform. It's created, like you said. You just finished shouting out all of those, of which kicks off the show. You know, Metalhead Hippie, Pete Johns, Thomas Christ, Jade Starr, Independent Men United, Chad Freeman, 15th Bend.
Good.
These
I
are.
forgot Chad.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Chad, Clay,
They
a bunch
know.
of people.
Yeah, they know. And without them, our music, you know, they've given us this platform to share what we can do, and I think it's just fantastic. And I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to both of you, and thank you everybody for showing up tonight and sticking with us. I appreciate you all, and we like to close off the show with D-Lynn's original track that she put out from a backing track. I'm not sure, Renhold, I think, but yeah, it's a song she wrote. I think she wrote. If she didn't, I'm taking it anyways. She wrote this for this show, and it was called, and the song's called YouTube. I think it's fitting. It's perfect. And I want to wish everybody a good night and peace. Be kind to one another. Take care.
Where the stars shine, musicians playing guitars and feeling fine. They're singing songs and posting every day, making videos in their own special way. YouTube, where the music's alive, singing, playing, posting all the time. Comment, like, and share the groove on YouTube. All improve on YouTube, where we all improve. From bedroom studios to big bright lights, they're jamming out, rocking through the night. Fans are listening, tapping to the beat, leaving comments, making it so sweet. Collabs and covers, originals too. Every day there's something fresh and new. Join the fun, let your voice be heard. On YouTube, we're in our own world. YouTube, where the music's alive, singing, playing, posting all the time. Comment, like, and share the groove. On YouTube, where we all improve. On YouTube, where we all improve. Live streams, the excitement's real. Sharing moments, it's a big reveal. From comments to community chats, on YouTube.